Greyhound Gold is brought to you by Digital Greyhound Racing. Their NFT racing game has recently launched and is currently in the trialling stage, meaning you can purchase a dog and start racing now. To find out more, head over to betnft.run.
Hello and welcome along to Greyhound Gold, our first edition for 2023. David Short and Brett Honey with you. Hello Brett, welcome to the new year.
G'day Shorty, well it's a new year for you. We did come back last week with Hayden King. I'm not sure if you missed that, but good to see you're in early form already.
Yeah.
But
holidays, beautiful, beautiful.
Sensational. I hope you had a fantastic bit of time off, mate. And punters, be aware, I remember last time when you took some time off last year, you came back in a hot band of form.
Let's hope there's more to come.
Continue plenty of winners to happen over the next few months from you, I reckon.
I hope you're right, Brett. Let's go back to our feature race from last Friday night for our run of the week. It was the Group 2 Greyhounds WA Birthday Cup. From box number 5, Firecloud comes out really nicely. We can just see starting to burrow up underneath. Crumble Manelli in box number 4 works into it beautifully. Out wide, you can see Panama Pepper trying to get involved, but once we saw Crumble Manelli find the top, it turned it into a one-dog race. Clears out, Firecloud sticks on well, Panama Pepper comes home really hard late, but it is all about Crumble Manelli here in the Group 2 feature. Tremendous performance, 6.52 early, 11.69, 22 and 27. That is steaming hot. Margin 6 3/4 by 7.5. This Blue Brindle son of Barsha Bale and Flake Manelli for Dave Hobby. Absolutely first class, Brett. An emerging star within our sprint ranks. I note the dog's back to Cannington this Saturday night and is looming as one of the hottest pieces of property in the land.
Let's call a spade, Shorty. This dog's just made a complete mockery of a Group 2. This dog had the hardest heat for mine. That was a heat that involved Kenya Exclusive, who was undefeated at the time, Ollie, who can run time and had box 8, and Blackpool Bolt, who was in good form as well. He blew them off the park by 4 1/4 lengths, and then to come out and do the exact same thing and make that class Group 2 field look like a bunch of 5th grade country dogs, and that's no disrespect to the dogs engaged. They're all stars in their own right. Just speaks volumes about what this dog has done in its short career. Has run time over the 520s already. I think he's the first West Australian dog to really put his hand up and say, hey, I can win the Perth Cup. It's a couple of months away, but I think time on his side is only really a good thing because he needs to get a little bit fitter over that 520 metre start. But yeah, Crumble Manelli is certainly one to look out for. And I remember watching Flake Manelli's when I first really started to do the form every week with the Greyhounds, and Flake Manelli was that dog that really captured my imagination, and and it's great to see her progeny doing some really good things on the track.
Indeed, yeah, she's not only was a star on the track, but she's now turning herself to star producer, so Dave Hobby's got plenty of good times ahead with this particular litter and many more to come. Let's get down to the business of finding you a winner or two. I'm going to get down to Mandurah Friday night. The first of my best bets for the year is in race 8, number 3, Good Odds Buzz. Now this greyhound, former New South Wales performer, winner 13 of 29. Liked its effort last week. I was pretty keen on Bundigi last Friday night, who eventually led and won, but the effort in defeat here from Good Odds Buzz was very good. Got within 3/4 of a length of Bundigi. Just looks ready to win now. Grade 4 company for a greyhound that's won as many races as what this chaser has. Looks only a matter of time before it hits its winning straps, and I think that'll be this Friday night. Looks a good bet to me. Race 8, number 3, Good Odds Buzz, and looking for a bit of value. You're going to go race 2, number 5, Not Happy Jan. Of course, beautifully named greyhound after one of the all-time classic ads on Australian TV. This greyhound's a little bit under the radar here. It's broken 23 seconds at 3 of its last 5 starts. Now, something like that here would have the dog well and truly in the finish. I think it looks a great value play. Hopefully there's decent odds about it. I think it's going to be right in the mix. Race 2, number 5, Not Happy Jan. Over to you, Brett. Who are you liking Friday night?
Well, I'm sure you'll be happy if both of those get up, Shorty, but I'm going to be kicking off things. Best bet, race 7, number 1, West on Fever. Look, this dog's gone as quick as 22.36. It's got a mid-tracker in box 2 in My Dad's Augie, and then Ollie in box 4 likes to race really wide. If you've got a dog that can run that kind of time, he's going to get all the room in the world. He should be getting the cash. This dog was superb last week, beating a field that included the likes of Bones McCoy. Got checked twice in the home turn, still powered over the top. This dog, ever since they stepped him up to 490 over both the 405 and the 490, this dog's just been airborne for the last 2 or 3 months. He's been an absolute weapon, West on Fever. Expect him to be continuing his form there on Friday night. For a bit of value, I am taking you on here, Shorty. Race 8, number 1, Sweet Emily. Now, I absolutely absolutely agree that Good Odds Buzz is the one that they've all got to beat. Sweet Emily, though, she's one that's always flown under the radar. It's very underrated. She does actually have a PB at the track of 22.62, which is flying for this kind of grade there. You got Miss Condoleezza in box 2, who can show a fair bit of early speed and does go a little bit wide as they get to that turn. So if Sweet Emily can stick close enough, they'll certainly know what she's about. If Good Odds Buzz gets the jump, absolutely, he's a class runner. He's had a couple of starts now in WA, hasn't been disgraced, should be ready to go there for Lewis Clay. But yeah, don't sleep on Sweet Emily. She's a fantastic bitch for Pete Brown, and she can certainly get the job done there with the right run on Friday night.
All right, and having a look now to Saturday night out at Cannington. Best bets, I'm going to roll two good things into each other as a multi, kicking things off. Race 4, number 1, Amplified. This dog's just a box 1 bandit, of course. Went up to Queensland's, come back and had a trial. Trial probably a few lengths below its very best, but box number 1 means Amplified's going to take a power beating. It's had 9 starts from box number 1 in its lifetime, 8 wins and a placing. Tell you all you need to know in relation to how much Amplified loves the fence, Brett. So it should be winning.
Sure.
And the dog we just saw win the Birthday Cup in devastating fashion, Crumble Manelli, race 6, number 6. That Birthday Cup win was elite. The Greyhound's airborne. I think these two both look like put in takeout material. Lob the two together, you should probably get around that 240, 250 mark. That looks a pretty decent multi to me, so that'll be my best. Race 4, number 1, Amplified into race 6, number 6, Crumble Manelli. Looking for a bit of value, I'll go deep into the card. Race 11, number 2, Westdale Anarchy. Now this Greyhound improved sharply last time out and was an impressive winner from a similar draw in 22 flat. Now, having a look at the quality of opposition it's up against on Saturday night, a similar run here will see this dog winning and winning fairly well. So just want the old rinse and repeat job from a Westdale Anarchy performance if we get involved with it on Saturday night. Doesn't have to run any quicker than what it did last week, just needs to do the same thing again, step, get to the rail, and from there running 22 flat, we'll see it winning. So for me, Saturday night, 4-1 into 6-6, and then the value play, race 11, number 2. Who you into, Brett, for Saturday night, Cannington?
Yeah, tricky card I thought on Saturday night. Obviously there's a couple of standouts there and you put them into a multi, which is probably the right thing to do. But for a best bet, I've gone race 2, number 3, Westdale Dave. Now this dog, he was particularly impressive I thought last Saturday night. He went 21.79. The track was quick admittedly, but this dog wasn't leading until they got to the 600 metre boxes, and for a dog that has probably done his best work on the arm, you know, his run home times in the past haven't been all that great. I thought that was a really good performance, really encouraging performance. It's a race where he could potentially sit forward. Again, Wise Donny is one that looks to be a danger. Hasn't got the greatest of records from outside draws though, so that's what's tipped me towards Westdale Dave. She'll get a fairly good price there in race 2. For a bit of value, race 7, number 7, Westdale Fury. This dog I thought was a really good performance last week. Went 21.91, was well back in the field, made up a stack of ground. I had a look at this race and I thought, well, 21.91 is probably going to win this race. There's a lot of speed here, so boxes 2, 3, 5, 6, I've got all as going forward, battling for that lead. Westdale Fury is not really going to get involved in that early battle, and similar to last week, if he can just work his way over towards the rail where he does prefer to be, I think he's going to be certainly making his presence felt in the concluding stages. So race 7, number 7, Westdale Fury to go. Race 2, number 3, Westdale Day. We're hoping it's going to be a very good night for the Westdale dogs there on Saturday.
Indeed, yeah, fingers crossed that Westdales are lobbing in right, left and centre there on Saturday night for our tips. Before we go, good luck to Throttle, who of course is engaged up there at Albion Park in golden ticket match race on Thursday night at Albion Park. So good luck to Dave Robertson, Christine Robertson, all of the team there. We'll be cheering hard for Throttle. It's drawn box 1 in its match race, and fingers crossed that it can get the job done for the Robertsons. If it's able to win that race, of course, opens up the door for some other features up there in Queensland over the next little patch.
Yeah, I do feature racing spectacularly over there in Queensland. It must be said, if you wanted to pick a format that's going to suit a dog like Throttle, give that dog room to operate. Good luck is all I've got to say. So I think he's certainly a big chance in that race. And yeah, what a prize to just go straight through to a Group 1 Gold Bull in one of the better races of the year, Australia wide. So looking forward to that, and always love cheering on the Sand Gropers when they head over east.
Most definitely. So all the very best there for Thursday night, and indeed with your punts over the remainder of the weekend. If you're looking for an entertainment option, look no further than Greyhounds WA Mandurah on a Thursday or Friday night, or indeed Greyhounds WA Cannington Wednesday and Saturday night in particular. Magnificent food and beverage. Great team out here. The staff will show you a great time. Thanks as always for your company. Look forward to joining you again this time. Same bat channel next week for our next edition of Greyhound Gold.